Hello and welcome to FitFlow Yoga. This is a myofascial release how-to video targeting on releasing lower back pain. We'll hit some of the main target areas here and see if this can help you out. So if you have 2 myofascial release balls, that's what we'll be using today. If you have tennis balls at home or even a blanket, that might work, but ideally some balls. So grab the balls, place them down to the side, and we'll put the soles of your feet into the mat and your knees towards the sky and begin to lower down onto your back, maybe one vertebrae at a time. Awesome. So once you land here, just maybe take a few moments with your eyes closed to send some awareness to how your body is feeling right now. Maybe notice if you have any pain or sensation anywhere. And then we'll begin to grab onto your myofascial balls. And we'll start with the glutes here. So we'll take one ball and place it just outside of your sacrum on the right side, maybe about an inch out. So you're still on somewhat of the meaty part of your glute. Let your hips kind of lower down. And spend the first few moments here just letting your body notice the myofascial ball and trying to relax into it. If you're contracting here and holding any tension, that's not going to help you out. From here, maybe begin to let your knees rest towards the right side of your mat. Maybe just moving them a centimeter, maybe a couple inches. We'll pause here for a few breath cycles. Once again, looking for relaxation, trying to release any tension you're holding. And if at any point in time this becomes painful, maybe just come out of it. Maybe 3 more breaths here. And then from here, you may move up just a bit, but we'll move up and over about an inch, searching kind of for the arc of your hips, continuing to let your knees rest towards the right side of your body. Maybe you're able to send your right knee a little further down towards the mat. Maybe it's in the same spot, whatever works best in your body. Once again, returning to your breath. Trying to relax. And from here, begin to extend your right leg long. We'll roll over just a little bit more, coming to almost glute med territory here. Your hips will come to about a 45-degree angle. We're rolling on towards the outside of your right hip, not quite there, but towards that direction. Finding maybe a tender spot here and pausing for compression. Take a few more breath cycles here. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Begin to remove the ball here. Return back onto your back. And we'll take it and place it about an inch outside of your sacrum on the left side now. So let your hips become heavy. Feel the ball underneath your glute, focusing more on the glute max here. Releasing any tension you may be holding. Few more breaths here. Maybe your legs, if they haven't already, maybe they veer off to the left. Then from here, maybe move just a bit up and about an inch out, searching kind of around the arc here of your hip. Continue to let your knees rest towards the left side of your mat. Working really hard to relax here, not clench up. There's no need to add any tension. Then from here, begin to extend into your left leg. We'll roll about another inch or so out, searching for the outside, almost the outside hip here of your left. Working almost into glute med, finding a 45-degree angle with your hips. Press the sole of your right foot. A few more breath cycles here. Take one more inhale. And one more exhale. Remove the myofascial ball. Return the soles of your feet to your mat. Maybe just spend a few moments noticing maybe how your glutes feel now. And then from here, you'll grab onto your second myofascial ball. So we'll now have two. And we'll come into the same position, the soles of your feet to your mat, your knees towards the sky. And we'll lift up just slightly and place the balls here just above your hips, but about an inch apart. So outside of your spine, one on each side. Begin to let your hips become heavy. Maybe release your glutes towards the mat. Then maybe send your knees towards the right side of your space. Moving here into the QLs and erectors. The next few movements, we'll move back through center. And then move the balls, or move your knees over to the left side of your space. Maybe adjusting the balls as you need to find maybe a more tender position or a place that feels better in your body. One more time, knees towards the right. And one more time, knees towards the left. Then we'll return back through center. We'll take the balls and move them out just about an inch. We'll lower back down. Once again, finding movement here, sending your knees over towards the right. Maybe you feel the pressure against that myofascial ball a little bit stronger. Send your knees over towards the left. One more on each side over to the right. And over to the left. And return back through center. This time we'll send the balls out about one more inch, coming to the kind of outside edge here. And once again, maybe taking some time between the right and the left side here. Staying with your breath, staying with your relaxation. Begin to even yourself out if you're on one side or the other. When you turn your knees back through center, you'll grab onto your myofascial balls. If you'd like, you can spend a couple minutes rolling the balls just the outside of your spine, maybe up and down from the bottom of your vertebrae through your low back. Content your fingers above your shoulders. Lift your upper body and make some gentle movements. And then from here, we'll once again remove the balls. As we move a little bit more into the erectors, we'll take both of our balls. We'll roll over onto your left side. We'll place the myofascial balls around where your low back was. So as you begin to lower down, we'll keep the knees off towards the left side. There we go. Place both balls parallel with the long edge of your mat or with your back. And begin to roll back, kind of finding a supine twist-like position. Letting the myofascial balls rest just to the side of your spine. Take a few breaths here. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. As you inhale, begin to roll back over towards your side. And roll onto your back and we'll roll over towards the right side of your mat. Once again, placing the balls around your lower back area. Might be easier to place once you lay down on your side. Keep your knees over towards your right side of your space. And once you get your balls situated, one on top of each other lengthwise, begin to roll back onto your back. Letting the myofascial balls rest just to the right of your spine. Maybe letting your eyes fall closed. Returning to your breath cycle. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. As you inhale, roll off to your side, remove the balls, and then roll back onto your back. Pausing here for just a few moments to acknowledge how your body feels. And from here, we'll actually begin to roll over all the way on to your stomach. Maybe moving through a tabletop. We'll start here with just one ball. We'll move into the rectus abdominis. Maybe lower all the way down to your belly. We'll spend quite a bit of time here in a crocodile pose. So first, you'll take your one ball and stick it just above your pubic bone and just outside to the left side. This may be a very tender area, and if a ball is too much on your body, you can always use a blanket here or maybe a softer ball. If you're up on your forearms, as in like a sphinx pose, this is going to be more intense than if you're down in more of a crocodile pose. If you have problems with your belly or your bladder, maybe opt for a blanket or a sock with a knot tied into it and use that instead. Keep breathing here. And then from here, you'll move the ball about an inch towards the left. Maybe you also move slightly up. Moving here along the ridge of your hips. Once again, opting for your forearms or lowering all the way down to a crocodile pose. Keeping the tension out of your lower body. Really working on finding release here. A few more breath cycles here. We'll take one more inhale and one more exhale. From here, we'll take the ball that's on the left side and we'll roll it all the way towards the right. About 1 inch out and up above your pubic bone. Pausing once again here with your forearms on the mat or maybe lower down. Taking a few breaths here. We work to release tension and relax into the myofascial ball. And take one more inhale and exhale. From here, you'll move about 1 inch over and up. You can roll there just above the ridge here on your hips. Either choosing to stay on your forearms or lower down, whatever feels best in your body. Whatever place can give you the most relaxation. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. We'll begin to remove the ball from your right side. We'll grab onto both balls, and this time we'll move through the psoas, which is right outside. We'll get to it, at least right outside the belly button. This can be pretty intense. Once again, a rolled blanket or maybe a knotted sock, super helpful if this is too intense for you. So you'll take your balls and you'll place them about 1 inch on both sides of your belly button, however you'd like to get there. Once you've placed them, you can lower down, forearms or crocodile pose. But work to find that relaxation. Relax in through your lower body. Relax through your upper body. Maybe release any tension you may be holding in between your eyes or your jaw. And take a few more breath cycles here. Two more breaths in and out. Last one in and last one out. Remove the balls here from underneath your belly button. Place them off to the side. Plant your hands into the mat and press up and find a child's pose or a puppy pose. So toes together, knees wide maybe. And sink your forehead down to the mat and take just a few breaths here. And slowly begin to rise all the way up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope some of these lower back protocols helped to relieve some pain that you may be having. Thank you again and have a great day.